Alright, what's going on, everybody? My name is Brad Warren, and this is Bearded Brad. Alright, y'all, appreciate y'all jumping back into the channel today. Today we're gonna go over what I keep in my tackle bag for fall/winter fishing here on the Alabama Gulf Coast. During winter fishing, I have a much smaller tackle bag. You can see this one's pretty small, easy to carry around. During the fall and winter months, we do not have as many species running the surf as we do throughout the spring and summer, so I don't need as much gear with me, so I like to fit it all into a much smaller bag. During the spring and summer, I do take this nice big backpack, which is excellent for all the stuff I take. Throw it on my back, and it's not too bad to carry around. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and jump into this little bag that I got right here and see what all we take with us for the fall and winter months fishing. Alright, first we're gonna go ahead and get into the front pocket here. In this pocket, I have with me, of course, the fish gum. Goes with me everywhere. I got the Blaze orange flavor here. I do have a little bit of the shrimp fish bites. Always good to have variety. I got the new Secret Weapon fish gum. Y'all are gonna see this coming up in a video soon. It is a new flavor he's got out. First time anybody's used this particular flavor for synthetic bait, so I'm excited to try that out. Excited for y'all to see what we got going on with it. See what kind of fish we can catch with it. Next up we got the yellow. We got the green. What else we got in here? Got another pack of yellow. Always keep plenty of fish gum with me. Fish gum's excellent for catching pompano, whiting, redfish. Just about anything we're going after right now is gonna eat fish gum, so always have that on deck. Also in here I got my bait knife. Always got to have a bait knife when you're out fishing. I use it mainly for cutting up the fish gum, as well as if I do catch any smaller bait fish, I will cut it up to do some cut bait, try to catch some reds and some stuff like that. But that is a must to always have your bait knife with you. And that is gonna do it for the front pocket. Mainly that front pocket's for the fish gum. In this little bag, there's not a whole lot of room, but it all fits nice and neat right here in the front, like so. So next we're going to jump over to the side pocket. This is where I like to keep all my pre-tied rigs. If you're new to this channel, I do use a lot of Salty's Pompano rigs. If you've seen any of my videos before, you've already seen plenty of those. So I got a good assortment of the Pompano rigs. Now last year, Salty tied me up a couple larger ones. These are single drop rigs with about a 4/0 hook, I believe, and just one big float there. So I like to use these for redfish with some cut bait. It does have a 50-pound mono leader there, whereas his other Pompano rigs have a 20-pound leader. So that's what I keep in this pocket, all my pre-tied rigs. Next we'll jump on over to the other side. In here I keep some leader material. This one I got the 10-pound fluorocarbon. I like to use a 10-pound for tying my whiting rigs. Fluorocarbon seems to work best for them. 10-pound super light. The only problem is if you do end up hooking something a little larger, it can be a pain. However, last year I did hook a nice 28-inch redfish on the 10-pound whiting rig, 10-pound braid. Brought it in like a champ. I will have that video posted right here. Y'all go check that out. Also got some 30-pound mono. So that's about all that fits over in this side. There's a little bit of leader. I do have some more leader in here though, so let's jump on in here. While we're talking about leader, I got some 20-pound mono here. That's what I use to tie pompano rigs if I tie them myself. I got some 40-pound mono. and I got some 15-pound fluorocarbon as well. If y'all saw one of my last videos, I used this 15-pound fluoro for the sheep's head rigs. Again, I'll have that one linked up here. Y'all go check it out. See how to tie some cool sheep's head rigs. So yeah, that 15-pound is really good for sheep's head. Also, we use a 15-pound for pompano some as well. They sometimes can seem to get a little finicky. Might not be hitting that 20-pound. If you can drop that down a little bit, you might get a few more bites on that. You can also use that 15-pound for the whiting rigs as well. It'll work just fine. So if you don't have a 10, a 15, and 20, I'd probably just roll with a 15. It'll be good for the whiting, good for the pompano, good for sheep's head. 15 is going to be strong enough for a lot of the redfish that y'all are going to be catching off the beach. So if you only got one, 15-pound would be my recommendation. Let's see what other goodies we got in here. We'll start off with my first box here. This box is pretty much going to be for my sheep's head fishing. Got a handful of these swing jigs. These things are pretty sweet. Been catching some sheep's head on these guys. Got a few different weights, a few different color combinations. We got a green in here as well. So with those, also got some of the split shots. I got a bunch of little hooks, some beads, all that. If you haven't seen the sheep's head rigs, again, I posted that a minute ago. Y'all go check that out. Pretty much anything I need to tie a rig for sheep's head is gonna be in this little container here. Next up with this box, I got a little bit of everything in here. See if y'all can see up in there. So I like to carry a handful of different color beads and whatnot. I use these beads for the pompano rigs, for the whiting rigs. When I am tying whiting rigs, I put on just a bead with a hook. And those hooks I use for my whiting rigs, these little size 4 circle hooks, I get these already pre-painted in pink. They work great for me. Again, with that 10-pound fluorocarbon, awesome setup for the whiting. You can catch a ton of them. Just go pick you up some fresh dead shrimp, and you'll have whiting for days. It's one of the best fish to target throughout the winter months when fishing can get a little slow. Also got some 5/0 circle hooks there. This is what I'm going to use for the larger redfish, throwing out the cut baits and whatnot, fishing off the beach with that. That's going to be your redfish, black drum type of hook. Also got these size 1 circle hooks. That's what I'm going to be using if I need to tie my own pompano rigs out there. If I run out of some of Salties or break some off or whatever, need to tie one on the fly. I got everything I need to tie those pompano rigs. I do have a couple single hook replacement popper hooks. You never know if you might break a hook or something like that, need to throw a new hook on. Got a couple of those in here, a few other different size hooks. Got some swivels tying the rigs. And I always like to keep a few 1/4 ounce jig heads. Usually have some gulp with me. I do not have any gulp right now. I don't throw it a ton. So that is it in that one. And in my favorite box, an assortment of just about everything. Any fish you want to catch off the beach, you can pretty much, I got a lure for it in here. It is extremely unorganized. I probably ought to get me a little bigger box so I can have it a little more organized. But I got a little Yo-Zuri, crystal minnow. Got a lot of diamond jigs. I don't throw these nearly as much in the fall and winter. You can still catch some bluefish. There's still a handful of Spanish running around here and there. So early morning, late afternoons, those diamond jigs will work good. Got a few different colors, sizes. Got the Gold Spoon. Gold Spoon is a must if you're gonna be fishing for redfish off the beach. Love that Gold Spoon. This is my favorite diamond jig. As you can see, I had one of the treble hooks break off on it this year, but I've still been catching fish off of just 2 hooks. So yeah, I always keep this guy with me. I think this is a Clark spoon. Pretty awesome diamond jig there. Got another diamond jig. Then I got this other little, I don't even know the brand of this, just like a little bitty minnow guy. I've caught anything from Spanish to mangrove snapper off this little guy. Anytime you got those smaller bait fish running the beach, I like to get that little smaller presentation. Usually seems to work pretty well for me. Also got the topwater here. Never know when you get out on a nice calm early morning, throw topwater for some trout and redfish. Got the MirrOlure, Miradyne, gotta have that guy. I really don't throw these a whole lot. I personally don't do a whole lot of trout fishing and throwing lures off the beach. I'd really like to get into doing that a little more often. But I do keep these in the box just in case I need it. If I see any fish that I want to go after, or if I am just gonna decide to get up and walk the beach, this is all I gotta take with me. This one little case, and I can catch just about anything. Got me a little shrimp rigged up here, little bucktail jig. That's about all in this one. As you can see, I got way too much for this little bitty case. But again, like I said, if I am gonna walk the beach, I got everything I need in this one box. I also will take this with me if I'm going out to the jetties. A lot of times if I'm jetty fishing, all I will take with me is my GoPro backpack. That way I can fit both my GoPros, have all my camera gear, batteries, SD cards and all that. And this little case will fit in there perfectly with all of those things. And last but not least, trusty old pair of pliers. This is the only one I got right now. My other pair rusted out on me, so I just picked these up. Work great. Gotta have you some pliers if you gotta have some help getting that hook out. Got the little snips there if you gotta cut braid, any mono or anything like that. These actually surprisingly cut braid pretty dang well. Pretty happy with those. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it for what I keep in my bag for fall and winter fishing. If you have any questions about anything that I showed y'all today, make sure you comment down below. I reply to just about every comment I can. Yeah, this tackle bag I forgot to mention, but it's an Okeechobee Fats. I got it from Walmart. I think it was like 10-15 bucks or something. If I can find the link, I will post it down below. Y'all go purchase one for yourselves. If there's anything that you like to take to the beach with you that I did not mention, make sure to comment down as well. I would love to hear what y'all take out with you. Some of y'all's must-haves for fall and winter fishing. But anyways, if you enjoyed that video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. I'd appreciate if y'all would hit that subscribe button. Got a lot of cool content coming up for y'all. And until next time, y'all take care.
I get to it first, I got you mad.